When it comes to Korean drama couples, some on-screen pairings leave such a lasting impression that fans can't stop linking them together, even long after the cameras stop rolling. And among these iconic pairings, Rowoon and Park Eun stand out as one of the most unforgettable. Their chemistry in The King's Affection was not only award-winning, but it also sparked endless conversations about whether there was more than just acting between them. Now, years after their drama concluded, whispers have returned, whispers suggesting that Rowoon may be leaving subtle signs pointing directly to Park Eun. Fans are watching closely, dissecting every word, every glance, and every move, wondering if Rowoon is quietly revealing feelings he hasn't spoken out loud. So, what are these signs? And why do fans believe Rowoon still has a special place for Park Eun in his heart? Let's dive deep into the story. It all begins with Rowoon's interviews. Known for his thoughtful and sometimes reserved personality, Rowoon has never been one to openly discuss his private life. But fans have noticed that when Park Eun-bin's name comes up, his tone shifts. His answers grow softer, his expressions brighten, and his choice of words becomes more personal. During promotional interviews, Rowoon praised Eun-bin's professionalism, her kindness, and even admitted that she brought out the best in his acting. To some, these may sound like normal compliments between co-stars. But fans, ever observant, point out that the way he spoke about her felt different, more heartfelt, more genuine, almost as if he were speaking from a place beyond just work. One particular interview clip recently resurfaced online. In it, Rowoon was asked about his most memorable on-screen partner. Without hesitation, he mentioned Park Eun-bin, adding that she gave him strength during a time when he was unsure of himself as an actor. He went further, saying she had a way of grounding him, reminding him why he loved his craft. To fans, this wasn't just admiration, it was an emotional connection, one that hinted at something deeper than just colleagues. But it doesn't stop at interviews. Rowoon's subtle signs appear in other places too, like social media. Though both Rowoon and Eun maintain relatively private feeds, fans have noticed coincidences in their posts. A photo Rowoon shared of a particular cafe reminded fans of the exact location Eun had been seen at weeks earlier. A caption Rowoon wrote about gratitude and support sparked theories that he was indirectly thanking someone like Eun, who had always been supportive of him. While none of this is confirmed, the timing and similarities have only fueled speculation. Even more intriguing are Rowoon's actions during public events. At award shows where they appeared together, fans have captured moments of Rowoon stealing glances at Eun, smiling in ways he rarely does with others. Body language experts online have even analyzed clips, pointing out signs of affection, like leaning in slightly, mirroring her gestures, or showing nervous excitement when she's nearby. These may be small details, but for fans who believe in their connection, they are powerful indicators. Now, let's consider Park Eun-bin's side of the story. Eun is famously private, cautious when it comes to personal relationships in the spotlight. Yet, she has spoken warmly of Rowoon on multiple occasions. She praised his humility, his dedication, and his sincerity as both an actor and a person. During the King's Affection promotions, Eun mentioned that working with Rowoon felt natural, almost effortless, as if they understood each other without words. Such statements only added fuel to the fire. And fans haven't forgotten one particular moment, when Eun, during an award acceptance speech, unexpectedly thanked Rowoon. While she was thanking many people, the way she paused, the way she emphasized his name, and the smile that followed, these tiny gestures were enough for fans to believe that Rowoon truly held a special place in her heart. But beyond the speculation, what really drives this narrative is the undeniable chemistry they shared on screen. The King's Affection wasn't just another romance drama. It was a story of sacrifice, longing, and deep emotional bonds. Rowoon and Eun brought those emotions to life with such authenticity that audiences were left breathless. Their lingering gazes, their emotional confessions, their quiet moments of love, all felt so real that many viewers questioned whether the line between acting and reality had blurred. Even now, years later, fan edits of their drama scenes continue to trend online. New viewers discover the show and immediately ask the same question: were Rowoon and Park Eun just acting, or was there something more? And every time Rowoon drops a subtle comment or Eun gives a knowing smile, those questions come rushing back. It's also worth noting the timing of these renewed speculations. Both Rowoon and Eun are in pivotal moments of their careers. Rowoon, having stepped away from his idol group SF9, is now fully focusing on acting. Eun, after the massive global success of Extraordinary Attorney Woo, has reached new heights of recognition and respect. With both stars standing firmly in the spotlight, any small detail linking them together is magnified 100 times over. The entertainment industry is no stranger to love rumors, and often, these rumors come and go. But what makes Rowoon and Park Eun's case unique is the consistency of their connection. It's not just one photo, one event, or one comment. It's a collection of subtle signs, layered over time, that together paint a picture of a bond that refuses to fade. Of course, neither Rowoon nor Eun has confirmed anything. Their agencies have remained silent, and both stars continue to present themselves as professionals dedicated to their work. But in the absence of official statements, fans are left to piece together the puzzle themselves, reading between the lines, interpreting every smile, every word, every glance. So, what does this mean for the future? Some fans believe that Rowoon's subtle signs are his way of slowly preparing the public, testing the waters, so to speak, to see how people would react if he and Eun were indeed more than friends. Others think it's nothing more than fan imagination, fueled by the lingering magic of their drama. After all, chemistry on screen doesn't always translate into romance off screen. And yet, the allure of this possible pairing is undeniable. Rowoon, with his quiet charm and sincerity, and Eun, with her elegance and strength, complement each other in ways that make sense not just as characters, but as real people. The thought of them together feels natural, almost inevitable, which is why the speculation continues to thrive. At the end of the day, only Rowoon and Park Eun know the truth behind their connection. But what's clear is that the bond they share, whether as colleagues, friends, or something more, has left a lasting mark on fans around the world. Every subtle sign, every little gesture, keeps the conversation alive, ensuring that their story remains one of the most captivating mysteries in the world of Korean entertainment. As we wait for their next projects, one thing is certain: Rowoon and Park Eun will always be linked in the hearts of fans. Whether their relationship is purely professional or quietly personal, their names will continue to be spoken together, their chemistry remembered, and their subtle signs endlessly analyzed. Because sometimes it's not the grand declarations that capture us, it's the quiet moments, the subtle signs, and the unspoken feelings that linger long after the cameras stop rolling. And perhaps, just perhaps, Rowoon's subtle signs are his way of telling the world that some connections are too special to be hidden forever. As the speculation grows louder, what's fascinating is how differently fans and the media are reacting. On one hand, there are those who celebrate the idea of Rowoon and Park Eun being more than just colleagues. They call them a perfect match made in K-drama heaven. Social media is filled with fan edits, hashtags linking their names, and comments from people around the world who are rooting for them. But on the other hand, there are skeptics, people who believe this is nothing more than a storyline created by eager fans who can't let go of the magic they witnessed in the king's affection. These voices argue that Rowoon and Eun are simply professionals who worked well together and have since moved on to separate paths. Still, even skeptics admit one thing: few pairs have managed to create a bond as believable, as heartfelt, and as lasting as theirs. The Korean entertainment industry has seen its fair share of on-screen couples being linked romantically off-screen. Think about Song Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo from Descendants of the Sun. Their chemistry led to a real marriage, though it eventually ended in divorce. Then there are pairs like Hyunbin and Sun Ye-jin, who successfully transitioned from co-stars to one of the most beloved celebrity couples, eventually marrying in real life. Fans see Rowoon and Park Eun through this same lens, wondering if they will follow a similar path. What makes their case even more intriguing is the timing. Rowoon is at a crossroads in his career. After making the bold decision to step back from his idol activities with SF9, he's dedicating himself fully to acting. This shift means greater focus, greater ambition, and perhaps a greater desire for stability in his personal life. Park Eun, meanwhile, is riding the wave of unprecedented success after Extraordinary Attorney Woo. She has become a global name, a respected actress who has earned not only fame but also admiration for her professionalism and resilience. When two stars stand at such defining moments in their careers, any link between them becomes magnified. Could Rowoon be looking toward Eun not just as a co-star of the past, but as someone who inspires him for the future? Could Eun, who is known for her careful, thoughtful approach to life, see in Rowoon a partner who balances her own drive and determination? These are the questions fans are asking, questions that have no answers yet, but keep people engaged. Let's not forget the cultural backdrop of South Korea, where celebrity relationships are often treated with heightened scrutiny. For actors like Rowoon and Eun, confirming a romance could have massive implications, not only for their personal lives, but for their careers, endorsements, and public images. This is why so many stars choose silence. And yet, silence often speaks louder than words. Every unspoken response, every quiet smile, every subtle glance becomes fuel for speculation. One viral moment that added to the buzz was an award show appearance. Rowoon, dressed in a sleek suit, was seated a few rows away from Eun. Cameras caught him looking toward her multiple times during the night. Each glance was quick, subtle, but undeniably tender. Fans clipped the footage, slowed it down, and shared it across platforms, claiming it was evidence of lingering affection. Was it intentional, or just coincidence? We may never know, but what's certain is that it kept the rumors alive. And then there are the fan theories. Some fans believe Rowoon's decision to step away from SF9 and focus solely on acting was influenced by someone who supported and encouraged him. They speculate that Eun, with her own strong stance on carving her path in the acting world, may have been that influence. Others point out that Eun has often spoken about valuing sincerity and kindness in a partner, qualities Rowoon is frequently praised for. Could these shared values be more than coincidence? As their names continue to be linked, industry insiders have weighed in too. Some have commented that if Rowoon and Eun ever confirmed a relationship, they would be one of the industry's power couples, admired for their talent, elegance, and the wholesome image they both carry. Others caution that the pressure of such speculation can sometimes strain even the strongest friendships, urging fans to allow the stars to live their lives without interference. Still, the magic of Rowoon and Park Eun lies in how natural they seem together. Unlike other pairings where chemistry feels manufactured for publicity, theirs always felt effortless. Whether it was in front of cameras or in behind-the-scenes clips, they appeared comfortable, supportive, and genuinely fond of one another. That authenticity is what makes fans believe there's something more. And here's another layer to this story: international fans. While Korean fans tend to be more protective and sometimes critical of celebrity relationships, global audiences are overwhelmingly supportive. Many international viewers openly express their hope that Rowoon and Eun are dating, flooding social media with messages of encouragement. This global support adds another interesting twist. It creates a safer space for stars to consider revealing their private lives, knowing they will receive love, not just scrutiny. At the heart of it all, one question remains: are Rowoon's subtle signs deliberate? Is he quietly trying to show the world that Park Eun is special to him, without saying it outright? Or are fans reading too much into coincidences, crafting a love story that exists only in their imagination? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between. Maybe Rowoon's admiration is real, but unspoken. Maybe Eun treasures his presence in her life, but chooses to keep it private. And maybe, just maybe, their story is still unfolding, hidden away from cameras and headlines, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. Until then, fans will continue to speculate, continue to search for clues, and continue to hold onto the possibility that what began as on-screen love in the king's affection may have blossomed into something deeper behind the scenes. Because in the world of K-dramas and celebrity culture, sometimes the most captivating love stories are the ones that remain just out of reach, lingering in the space between what's real and what's imagined. And for Rowoon and Park Eun, those subtle signs, whether intentional or not, ensure that their story will never truly fade from the spotlight.